Justin Bieber was very young when he came into Diddy's circle. And that tape you referenced of the two of them about to spend 48 hours together or having just was disturbing. And there's no question he had a lot of exposure to this guy. And I think he should say something. We had seen these videos of Justin Bieber being handed over to him at age 15. Great job. Great job. And for his weekend with Diddy camp. I mean, we don't know, but it certainly looks like Justin Bieber is still suffering the fallout from whatever happened to him as he was coming up the ranks of the music world. It really doesn't seem worth it. I mean, I'd love to hear more from his camp about what's real, because it's clear he's suffering. We just don't know from what. And what mother out there would give her 15-year-old boy over to a grown man who's in the rap industry for a weekend with Diddy camp without other adult supervision?
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
We talked about this last time. He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
The lights dimmed in the studio, and for once, Megyn Kelly's voice trembled. She wasn't her usual sharp, composed self. She wasn't angry this time. She was heartbroken, because when the clip played, the one showing a 15-year-old Justin Bieber sitting nervously beside Diddy, her emotions overwhelmed her. Back when it first aired, people thought it was just a funny soundbite. Diddy boasting that he had 48 hours of custody over Bieber. The media chuckled, fans brushed it off. But watching it now through the lens of lawsuits, testimonies, and revelations about Diddy's empire, it doesn't look funny at all. It looks tragic, and Megyn Kelly couldn't hide her tears.
Because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious it is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah,
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, business, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber was just a child from Canada with a guitar and a dream. One moment he was uploading covers on YouTube, the next he was swept into global stardom. At 15, he wasn't just performing, he was being placed in environments no teenager should ever face. And then came Diddy. Not as a distant figure in the background, but as someone who forced his way into Bieber's world, boasting, smiling, treating the custody of a child like entertainment. Kelly wiped her eyes as she spoke. This wasn't mentorship. This wasn't guidance. This was a boy who needed protection, and instead he was handed over to someone who saw him as an opportunity.
If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. I love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
The you of then was on a path of self-destruction. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. So I'm very, very grateful to have influences in my life that have played a huge part in me seeing their relationship with Jesus and their relationship with their wives and their relationship with their kids and saying that's what I want. But I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
Anyways, I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Evie Magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
Wow. I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face.
So what's going on with you guys? Are you working together?
I'm not. I mean, I think that we've become friends in a strange way, you know.
Like Robin Big.
Yeah. It's like exactly.
I'm big and you're Robin.
Yeah. No, I mean, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, you know, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person. Besides his talent, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever.
When you rewatch the old tapes, Justin's body language says everything. His smile is thin, forced, his laughter is shaky, his eyes dart as if looking for an escape, but nobody stepped in. Nobody asked if he was okay. Instead, the moment was broadcast across the world as if it were just a harmless joke. Kelly shook her head through tears. That wasn't a joke. That was a cry for help, and we all missed it. The hardest part, Kelly explained, was knowing that Bieber wasn't protected. Not by the managers, not by the agents, not even by the industry that claimed to care about him. The doors should have been closed, she said softly. Instead, they were thrown wide open. Diddy didn't need to sneak into Bieber's life. He was invited because in Hollywood, silence was more valuable than a child's safety. Money mattered more than boundaries. And that silence left a 15-year-old boy vulnerable. This wasn't the first time. Years before, Diddy had bragged about having guardianship over Usher when Usher was young. Back then, it was brushed aside as harmless. Now it looks like a pattern that was hiding in plain sight. Kelly's voice cracked. How many kids had to be placed in those positions before someone finally said enough? As Justin grew older, the pain started showing. Headlines mocked him for being reckless, spoiled, and immature. But beneath those stories was a teenager unraveling. Justin himself admitted that he sometimes questioned whether he would even survive. That all the wealth and fame in the world couldn't cover the emptiness inside. Kelly's tears returned as she played back his words. Those weren't the words of a spoiled celebrity, she said. Those were the words of a boy who had been failed. Then came the footage from one of Diddy's parties. Bieber slouched on a couch, surrounded by adults, glassy-eyed and overwhelmed. Kelly refused to show the full clip on air. I won't put his pain on display, she whispered, but she described enough for viewers to understand. This wasn't a teenager having fun. This was a child drowning in an adult world. Today, lawsuits against Diddy describe control, intimidation, and manipulation. And when you set those testimonies beside the Bieber clips, the connections are chilling. What once looked like eccentric behavior, Kelly said through tears, now looks like confirmation. Confirmation that Justin Bieber was never safe. Years later, Bieber broke down in an interview while talking about Billie Eilish. He said he wanted to protect her from what he went through. Kelly dabbed her eyes as she replayed the moment. He didn't have to say Diddy's name, she said. The pain in his voice said it all. For Kelly, that was the most heartbreaking part. Knowing Bieber's pain didn't just scar him, it shaped him. It left him with a mission to stop others from experiencing the same thing. Kelly's sadness turned into disappointment, not just at Diddy, but at everyone who stayed silent. The manager saw it, the agent saw it, the executive saw it, and instead of protecting a child, they protected Diddy, she said softly. And that is something Hollywood should never be forgiven for. She wasn't yelling, she wasn't raging, she was broken by the weight of it all. Now Diddy's empire is falling apart. His allies are gone. His businesses are unraveling. His name is stained. But for Kelly, it's too little, too late. This should have happened years ago. It shouldn't have taken lawsuits and headlines. It should have stopped the moment a nervous 15-year-old boy was handed over for a 48-hour custody. Her tears weren't for Diddy's downfall. They were for Justin's suffering. Despite everything, Bieber survived. He found faith, he found love, he found stability. For Kelly, that survival was the only bright spot. The fact that Justin is still here, still singing, still smiling after everything, that is nothing short of a miracle. But she admitted that the scars will never fully fade, and that's why his story has to be told. Megyn Kelly ended her segment with a trembling voice. Diddy can try to rewrite his story. He can try to hide behind power and money, but the truth is out. The footage is there. The testimonies are there, and no empire can erase what Justin Bieber endured. She closed with a plea, not a demand. This can't happen again. Hollywood must stop sacrificing children for fame and fortune, because if it doesn't, another Justin Bieber will suffer, and that thought breaks me. Her tears flowed as she looked into the camera one last time. Justin Bieber's survival is proof of his strength, but it's also proof of how badly the system failed him and how deeply Diddy's empire deserves to fall.